Hi everyone, this is Tana here at Jupiter's Garden, and today I'm going to give you a tour of everything I have growing in the seed starting area, and then also give you an update on the items that I have started in the seed snails, snail rolls, seed snail rolls. Anyway, let me take you downstairs and show you what's going on. So here we are in the grow area. I'm going to start with this completely out of control situation I have over here with the onions. I always start my onions in mid-January. I usually start them either in like a 50 cell tray or just like little recycled plastic containers, like the plastic containers that strawberries come in, that sort of thing. And they're growing way faster in the snail rolls than they do the other way. So I'll just show you. Like, I think they're like 10 inches tall. They really want to go outside, and it is too early to plant them outside. These were the first snail rolls that I did, and I think I made them too deep. This is really deep. So I have some concern that when I go to transplant these outside, that it might be a little bit tricky. I think they'll separate well, and onions do have pretty resilient root system, but that's really deep. Like, that's a deep hole, planting hole for an onion. So we'll see how it does when I go to plant them out, but yeah, I think if I start them in snail rolls next year, I'll push it ahead a month, like wait until mid-February to start. So the other thing that is doing great in the snail roll is the parsley. I have curly parsley and the flat Italian parsley. Yeah, these look great. I mean, I could be harvesting this right now using it. And parsley can also be planted out in cooler weather. So as soon as the ground outside is workable, I'll be planting these parsley plants outside. I'll give you a close-up of the parsley. I also have a few different kinds of lettuce going in the snail rolls, and they're doing great. They love this method. I made them shallower, so not as deep. And again, the lettuce will go outside in covered beds, hopefully mid-March. As soon as the temps get no cooler than mid-20s at night, these will go outside in covered beds. This is the Chiji Masai. It's that Asian green, and they're doing great. They're nice, dark green, healthy. The roots are getting a little crazy. I may pot these into separate pots, just because it's like one thick mat of roots on the bottom. But they look healthy. I have a couple herbs here. Thyme, very slow growing, tiny little thyme leaves. Some German chamomile. And here are my petunias. They're doing fantastic. There's like 20 of them in here. But I think they'll be fine to leave in this roll, possibly even till I plant them outside. I feel like I made it the right depth. There's not a whole bunch of root mass coming through the bottom yet. They seem really happy here. And I think the main thing with this method is just to make it, adapt it to your specific needs. There's a lot of flexibility in the size and depth of the rolls. So yeah, just kind of make it work for your specific plant needs. Now, in addition to the snail rolls, I have a bunch of other stuff started my usual way, just in little pots or little cell trays. I'm just going to slide this whole tray out. So this is the corkscrew grass, or twister grass, I think it's sometimes called. Don't eat that, Zappa. I did a little video with up-potting these the other day, and as with anything I up-pot, it seems like as soon as I bump it up into a bigger pot, it has a growth spurt. So these are having a little growth spurt right now. And I have some strawberry seedlings. Strawberries take a long time to start from seed. These I started probably 6 weeks ago, beginning of January. Tiny, tiny seeds, and they grow very slowly, but I have about a half a dozen really healthy little strawberry plants. And here I have my beautiful flat of pepper seedlings. I love starting peppers. It's one of my favorite things to grow from seed. They do really well in containers, and they're pretty. They make me happy. And here's a cute little jalapeno seedling. And here's a little Buena Mulata seedling with the purple leaves. So pretty. And I'm thinking these will probably need to be up potted. Let me see the roots. Oh, not so bad. Maybe in a couple weeks I'll put these in bigger pots. Gorgeous pepper seedlings. This next tray is a bit of a mixed bag, mostly flowers. And a few eggplant seedlings. Eggplants, sometimes it's a little tricky to get them started. So I have some that came up recently here. They're tiny. But I also have a couple that real quick germination on them, and they're getting big. Look how pretty they are. Eggplants are also a really attractive plant. They get really pretty flowers, and the plant in general is I just like it. I don't eat a whole lot of eggplants, but I always like to have a couple in my garden. It's fun to have a few eggplants, and I just like the way they look. I also started a bunch of verbena. So I've never grown verbena from seed before, but I buy it every year at the garden center for doing my mixed flower containers. And I thought I'd try it from seed this year. So these will get burgundy colored verbena flowers. And I had a lot of success with germination on the verbena. So I got more plants than I thought I would. Maybe about a dozen of them. And this one definitely will need to be up potted soon because it's trying to escape the bottom of the pot there. All right, verbena. I have one Shasta daisy. I did not have good luck with germination on the Shasta daisy seeds, but I did get one plant, and these are perennial. So this will come back year after year. So I guess one is better than nothing, right? I also have several geraniums started. These are the Maverick series, the name of the variety, Maverick. A little bit of red on the leaves. These will get salmon colored flowers. And then I have one that will have orange flowers, bright orange flowers with a solid green leaf. So I'm happy to have these, and I can't wait to see the flowers. It's always one of the most exciting things is when the plants get blooms on them. This tray here, it's one of the 50 cell trays. So it's that kind of tray. And I started all my brassicas. So brassicas are things like broccoli, cauliflower, Asian greens, kale, cabbages. And I have, I think, eight or nine different varieties in here. And I'm really liking these so far. Really pretty color. So this is a Chinese cabbage. I'm assuming it's like a Napa cabbage, but it's purple. It's called Red Trumpet. I also have a green Napa cabbage, a few different kinds of broccoli, purple cabbage. Oh yes, and I have radicchio, and then this is an uncommon green called yod fa. And it's sort of, it looks like sort of a cross between broccoli and, it's like a broccoli with mostly stems. It's really delicious. It did really great for me the past 2 years in super cold weather. It survived just fine. And it sort of tastes like, the seed catalog described it as tasting like a combination of broccoli and asparagus. And I'd say that's pretty close. So these will soon, the bigger ones, will soon get up potted into little 2-inch pots like this. These 50 cell trays work really great for getting the seeds going, but they can't stay in here long because it's just tiny little spaces there. So probably today or tomorrow I'm going to up pot these. All right, down here on the heating mat, I have a tray of more peppers. So these are hot peppers, and then these are my sweet peppers. I think a couple of these varieties, the seed is older and they're taking longer to pop up, but there's one just barely starting to come up there. But I got full germination on the yellow sweet sort of lunchbox style pepper, and also really good germination on, I don't know what that one is. Oh, shishitos. Cool. The other ones are starting to come up, but I probably won't get I probably won't have 100% germination on these with the older seed. Be a close-up. Oh, I forgot to show you. So I also have sweet peppers, some pimento peppers that I tried in a snail roll, and these look great. gonna leave these in here a little while longer. I wanna see how the peppers do in this method as they get bigger. The one thing with the snail rolls is you can make them deeper, and I think there's like less need to pot them up. They can grow longer, just from my experience with them so far. And then tiny, tiny little pomegranate. It's a dwarf pomegranate. It's going to be hard to see. So I planted 10 of these seeds. I planted 5 in each pot. And so far I just have 3 that came up. Hopefully I get a couple more, but if not, at least I have 3. So I grew this before. It turns into a really cute little, I had them get about this high, really pretty little miniature tree. And I've read that they're a really great plant if you want to do like tiny little topiaries, or I think it works for bonsai as well. I don't know anything about bonsai, but I am going to try topiaries with them. I had started doing that with the ones that I had, I think it was 3 years ago. I had 3 or 4 pomegranate plants, these little pomegranate trees. And a couple of them I had started shaping into topiaries. Unfortunately, I put them outside one day and they got fried, and then they were dead. So that was disappointing. But and then I couldn't find the seeds for a couple years. This year I finally saw the seeds somewhere and ordered a packet right away. And I am really happy to have these 3 little pomegranate trees. I'll continue to show you the progress with these because they're really cool. And then I have some bummers here. Nothing going on in the pot. These were chocolate habanero seeds. I started, I don't know, 5 of them last month. Nothing. More than a month ago. Like 6 weeks, no germination. So I planted some more, tried it again. I think it's just a bad packet of seeds, actually. But I'll leave them in here. You never know. Okay, so this next tray, Joe had kept saying to me that he wants to try microgreens. And I had a bag of old pea seeds. They were used for, it was a variety of peas that's, I forget what they're called, but they said they were good to use as garnishes, and they got lots of tendrils. Maybe it's called a tendril pea or something like that. And I just never planted them. It was like a 3-year-old packet of seed, a big packet. So I decided to do pea shoot microgreens. And they've germinated. And I'll probably let them get a couple inches taller and then cut them down and eat them up. So that's kind of fun. Thanks so much for watching this video today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a question in the comments section. I will definitely answer it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.
Hi, Zaps. Hi, Mr. Zaps.
Hi, everybody. Nope. Hi, everyone. Nope. Hi, everybody. Nope.